Rain Access Solutions.
Hi, I'm Glenn of Rain Access Solutions. Welcome to my vlog. Welcome to my C#.NET tutorial, and this is our lesson 2. This is still about variables. I'm going to introduce two types of variables in this lesson. One is tuple, and the other one is the anonymous. This is our form during the previous lesson. I'm just going to add another button so that we may continue from where we left. Right away, if we add a new button to our form, make it a habit to immediately change its name. I'm going to change this one to CMD tuple. And the text to tuple. Now add another button and align it. Let's change its name to CMD Anonymous and change its text to anonymous. If the text is not showing totally, you can adjust the size or the width of the command button. You can, if you look at these guides on the edges of the command button, you can drag those guides and the size will increase. Now, what is the difference between a tuple and a anonymous? We'll go to that shortly. Let's go ahead and create the tuple first. A tuple is like an implicitly typed local variable. Although it shares some similarities with an object, a tuple is not an object, but rather it's a variable that is being inferred automatically by C# during runtime. So what do I mean by inferring? For example, if we declare var n number is equal to 0. Okay, this is a variable number, but I did not declare it as an integer. When we want to declare a number as an integer, we would like to write it like this. But since we didn't want to declare it as an integer, we want the computer to infer it as an integer by using the implicitly typed local variable var. Var does not stand as an abbreviation of variable. It is short for, as I said earlier, it is implicitly typed local variable. So what is the difference between this and this? Here, this the variable n number is being inferred by the processor or the compiler as an int, while this is directly being assigned as an integer. So that's the difference between declaring like the ones we declared the last time here and declaring a tuple. I mean a implicitly typed local variable. Okay, so let's go ahead and create the tuple. Earlier I told you that A tuple is not an object, but I will still add an O here because tuple has properties that I can change or I can modify. Its properties are mutable, which means during runtime we can change its values. So if we create the O tuple, here is how we declare a tuple. I'm going to create properties in there inside the tuple object. Sorry, a tuple variable. I'm going to add number 1 and I'll put 0 as an initial value and number 2 and 0 for its initial value. We have the variable otuple with two properties. Properties is like, a house. If you have a house, for example, what is the color of your house, right? It is painted white. So that's a properties. How big is your house? Size, 2-floor. Okay, the floor. How many floors does your house have? So I put 2. So in a way, properties is like something that identifies the object. And now I'm going to assign the numbers, the value of number to the text 1 and text box 2. Let's try. And we'll do the same for the number for the other text box. Now let's go ahead and put that in our total. Remember to convert it to string because, as we said during the last lesson, the text box always displays a string. So run it again. Click tuple. There you go, 0 plus 0 remains 0. Now let's try and change its value by changing the value of its properties during runtime. 15 and 20. Let's run it again. Click the tuple button and there you go. 15 plus 20 is equal to 35. So let's recap again. A tuple is a variable which is implicitly typed local variable that has properties that can be changed or that are mutable during runtime. Let's go ahead and create the codes for the anonymous. The anonymous data type is a variable type that is declared similar to how you declare the tuple, but the properties will remain a read-only property during the operation. You cannot change its value by default. So let's go ahead and create our anonymous variable. So instead of just typing open and close parentheses, we're now adding the keyword new and open and close bracket. Now we can declare our properties here. One, but instead of using a colon, we will use an equal sign or equal operator. And then we'll put 0. And let's also assign it to both text. Now let's try and add them in the total. And convert the result to string. Okay, let's run it. Click the anonymous button. There you go, we put 0 on both text boxes and the total is also 0. Let's go ahead and try to change its values during runtime. So now when I try it, as you can see, it won't allow me. It says that this property is a read-only. So you can only change its value from the declaration. Let's put 10 and 10. Run it again. Click. So there you go. This is what our Anonymous can do in this lesson. Tuple and Anonymous. So what is the difference between a tuple and anonymous type? Tuple is a variable type that holds a fixed number of different items, but they are still mutable, meaning the values can be changed. It's also great for returning multiple values from a method. So instead of relying on one variable to return a specific value to you, I can use the variable and return multiple properties for me to use. So what about the anonymous type? Anonymous type is a reference type with read-only properties which are created on the fly. So its mutability is immutable, which means its properties cannot be changed. It's useful for temporary grouping of data without defining a formal class. So in summary, tuples are mutable value types and anonymous types are immutable reference types. So that's it for today. I hope I have explained the difference between a tuple type and anonymous type variables. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day, everyone. Goodbye.